Hey YouTube, ID.4Kan here, and today we are going to talk about 5 things I love about this car and 5 things I hate about this car. These are personal feelings, these are personal things. Some can be fixed and some, sadly, I need to live with it. And some I don't want never to be changed, like the things I like. So let's start with the bad things, sad things. So, 1. This huge ass charging cover, which already broke once for me. It's huge! It's a colossal thing. And it's really easy to walk on its side and hit it unknowingly, you know? That happened to me, as you saw, but it's currently fixed. So, that's my number 1 issue actually about this car. I think it will broke more. It will be broken more because it's just a huge flap. 2. I don't like is the location of the 12-volt socket. There's one, and it's in the rear left in the trunk. 3. Why don't we have a 230-volt socket anywhere? Here, behind, in the trunk, anywhere. What we have is only 4 USB-Cs here. That's it. And this is an EV, you know? It could have been there, you know? Some other cars are getting, wink wink and yuck. And what do I have more? It's a personal thing, but everyone will have the issue, which comes to number 4, is when you're driving, you're listening some music, radio, anyway, and you're turning your wheel like this, and you're forgetting your thumb, it will go to the next song or go back. Sad. But that happened several times for me. If I forget my thumb like usual and going like that, it will just go to the next music, or it will restart the music. It's the issues with touch. And as last of these 5 bad things is it's a thing of my spouse, because I'm not using it, but when you're using a phone as a passenger seat right there and you want to keep it away on other cars, she could always put the phone in the door handle, but here with the ID.4, no chance, it drops right down. And that's not a great thing. And okay, maybe the 6th thing, but then I stop it with this thing. If you're driving and it's blowing cold air, ventilation is too low. It's really blowing on my knees. Even if I put my feet on the pedal, it blows. It can get pretty cold, so what you do, put it up or close it. But it's not always enough because it deflects from there to there. So yeah. These are the 5, 6 bad things I would like to give to you. Now let's go to the positive things about this car. Is actually 1. The space. You mean, look this space. The car is big. It helps because the end of this car doesn't slope down. It stays pretty high, so you can haul big things like you saw on my Instagram. Tables, seatings, more tables, coffee tables, you name it. It fits perfectly. And 2, what helps this roomy feeling is the panoramic roof. It's huge and it gives sun open feeling. It's great, it's wonderful, and it's also pretty scenery when you're driving at night or at daylight in the wood, in the wood or at city with traffic lights at above. It's great. It's great, and it creates this atmosphere that the car is pretty big, which is actually, but the car is still big. Now, which brings us to number, let's say 3. 3 is I used this last winter, 4 weeks ago. Is the car is frozen, your front screen is frozen, it's full with snow, and you press this simple defrost button, and your window will be ice free in like 5 minutes and snow free in like 10-15 minutes. Perfect. And if you're not lazy with starting your app, you can start your app, starting with heating your car, and you can walk to a ice snow free car in like 50 minutes. So that's great. Then we are moving to 4, which I like. Is let's see, the rear camera washer. I didn't know it had it, but it's a pretty useful feature which I didn't know it had it at all. I expected something like behind the logo, the camera. It was not here, but as you saw in my last videos, it's hidden. And if you are using it, it gets pretty clean. Last thing, 5, which yeah, what is it? I'm currently 5. It's the quickness of the charging speed which reads the top speed of it. So you want to charge, it's low, you're on low percentage, you want to charge, and it goes immediately, or maybe in 15-20 seconds, immediately to 125 kilowatt. Perfect. And then it will slowly drop depending on the state of charge, but that is not a problem at all. It's great. It's great. So these were my 5 things I hate about this car currently. Maybe it will never be changed. And 5 things I love about this car. And of course, things like infotainment, touches steering wheel, some other things you heard everywhere else. It may be true, it may be not, but it's not annoying for me at all. These 5 are 5 things which annoy me. Is, I think, more irritating personally than the software, which needs 2 minutes time to start, let's say. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Later!